Welcome back to another episode of the Showdown. This week we find ourselves in Simi Valley, California, home of the Barbecue HQ.
Hey guys, Arvon here with AA Barbecue, or as many know me as the general manager for the Barbecue HQ.
Hi, Steve Conaway from Fillmore, California. Part-time barbecue.
Here we go!
So piece of ice in that one? That's a bonus.
So I am going to spatchcock these little bad boys. We are going to brine them in pickle juice.
Pickle juice?
For an hour. Ish. No, I would leave. Oh my god, this whole thing just totally came apart on me. Long. This one is sad because the little leg ripped off because it was frozen.
Spatchcock that one. That one will probably be your one you just put in the box in pieces.
This is going to be the one that I'm going to break it.
Yeah.
One of these is going to be the one that we actually keep in half. I needed an hour brine though, but that's okay. I will improvise. So these have been marinating in pickle juice for not quite an hour because somebody was a little late, which is good. Adapt and overcome. So now we're just kind of pinning the skin that's a little bit short because we don't want it to shrink up, spraying it with a little duck fat. Love a good duck fat. And then we're going to sprinkle it with a little island thyme.
Island thyme.
There you go.
This is a super secret weapon.
She's going Caribbean on this.
I don't know. I thought the pickle juice was a super secret weapon.
It's not a secret now.
Either way,
Not anymore.
they're both super good. We're really excited about it.
It's looking good.
And then everything else is doing a dry brine right now because everybody loves a good dry brine.
Just in the brine.
I'm not going to lie. It's going to brine. Oh, I love that song. It's all in it.
All right.
Little Nicky, gotta love that.
The other pieces we're going to turn in the box. We've got our little drummies over here.
Okay.
We got 2 little thighs.
I'm going to debone the breasts
and then
slice those. I'm an overachiever. What can I say?
So the first meat that I'm putting on is my game hens. I took the game hens, spatchcocked them, which is a fancy term for cutting out the backbone and laying it flat. I've injected the birds with a chicken brine. I brined them for a short period of time, and I dry rubbed them. Getting ready to put them on my PK grill, and we're gonna grill these, end up saucing them at the end, just keeping it really legit and basic. Backyard chicken, just miniature. So that's what we're doing.
So why did you cut them in half? And
you know, I get an even cook with the spatchcock. The meat is all about the same thickness, so it cooks the same. And I cut the wing tips off because nobody eats the wing tips. If you don't cut them off, they start flying out and they just don't look good. So I cut the wing tips off.
It's a great tip.
Little presentation.
Did some peach nectar, some sugar, some salt, a little water mixture. And then I'm going to do a little injection as well with the peach nectar just to help get some more flavor in there. Doing that and cook them at 275 until internal temp hits 130, and then I'll do a quick glaze on them and pull them at 145. All right, we'll just let those sit for a couple minutes and then I'm gonna throw them on.
We got the pork chops with the nice bones in them. They've done a dry brine for about an hour with salt and a little MSG. And now we're gonna put a little of the
Duck fat spray.
Why are you putting spray on it?
It's a great binder. Some people like olive oil, but duck fat spray's got a flavor and it helps give it a nice sear as well.
It does, it's really nice.
It has a high temperature point.
So we're gonna use a little Suckle Buster competition barbecue rub. Second.
Or not.
Or not.
We're gonna use this first.
Double garlic butter salt from Boar's Night Out.
Good stuff.
It's amazing.
Light coating of that on there.
The logo on top.
No, I love
coating.
this stuff.
Light coating.
We got it and we were so excited. Is that light enough, love?
That works. And then,
Okay.
So are you
Can I do
guys
this
just
one now?
doing the top and bottom, or are you gonna do the sides?
oh, we do the sides also.
We do the sides, but I do that secondary.
Do you a different rub on the sides, or the same rubs?
I go a little heavier with this on the sides because of the amount of fat on the pork chop. It's going to render down and some of that's going to run off. So
Perfect.
I just learned something new. I'm sort of taking over his spot right now. So he's I'm sure, pretty much
hard being a
freaking out.
badass, isn't it?
Hog. More.
Oh, see? Learn as you go, trial by fire.
Let me have this for a second.
Okay.
Is that good? Nope. He's
Where-
in. He's in.
I'm in.
I tapped
Big
out.
Daddy's taking over.
Tapped out.
Got to go all in. No gameplay in here. All right. So next up are our pork chop, tomahawk pork chops. So they've been brining in a pork soak that has kind of a secret ingredient. It's kind of cutting edge. It's new on the market.
Secret ingredient?
Yeah, so, you know, science comes into play with the way we look at things, the way we smell, what we taste, and how it interacts with our brain.
Sure.
So, to be quite honest, I am using pork pheromones that's sustainably harvested
So
from pigs.
Wait a minute. Pork hormones.
No, pork pheromones.
Pheromones.
So it attacks the olfactory senses, which goes straight to your brain and registers something that you can't consciously comprehend. Subconsciously, you kind of go, I'm leaning into that. I don't know what it is.
So what you're saying is,
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
okay, because
Yeah.
I'm a little confused here.
You know, yeah, it's a little out there, but if people search the internet, they're going to find it.
So
Maybe.
pork pheromones, they're gonna find what's happening to this.
Pork pheromones.
All right,
Sustainably,
all right.
humanely,
This party, I'm just hanging
yeah,
out.
yeah, sustainably and humanely harvested pork pheromone.
Inhumanely.
Humanely.
All right.
Yeah,
all
no
right,
pigs
all
are
right. My
sacrificed.
bad.
No pigs are sacrificed for the pheromones, but for the pork chops, they
But
were.
they all came to the party.
They're all right here. So anyway, setting that aside, the chops have been brined. I'm gonna rub them, let them get a little happy, and then we're gonna grill them off. Just a nice layer of SPG,
Looking good.
and want to season all sides because judges are going to taste all sides.
True.
And then we're going to come on with a nice layer of
Add a little color
color.
and flavor.
Yeah, we're going to not rub it in because that's a fallacy. If you end up rubbing, you're going to get high ridges, low marks, and it looks streaky. So we apply the rub and then we pat it in, and we're going to let it have time to sweat. And if I can get out of my own way, we'll see how it goes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that was so sweet.
Right. The love of my life. Okay. So on the ribeyes, we're going to do a little duck fat, because duck fat.
This is delicious.
Yes, it's duck fat. Squeezed fresh daily from my ducks. So we're going to do a little garlic salt. And then we're going to use a little Killer Hogs hot barbecue rub, which on the ribeyes, I really do like the little bit of spicier kick to it, which is awesome. The wind is blowing it away. Thank you very much. Totally not like my husband would do it, which is what makes this so much fun.
Which makes it so much better.
Makes it so much fun.
So 2 ribeyes, I'm going to be turning 1 ribeye in. I've brined them for as much time as I can, and I'm pretty upset because these ribeyes are floppy tender, almost too tender. So I have them tied up. I've already trimmed them. I'm not going to trim them again, but I am going to double these because they really are floppy tender, falling apart. And there's some things I could do to help that, but you know, I don't think I need to do it. Or
So why are you using string?
well, I know some people use elastic bands, chicken ties.
Those guys are hacks that use them.
You know, I can't speak to it. There's people doing some crazy things.
Right?
So this is a tip that I
Nice.
saw at the last SCA challenge. Just
That's a
to,
great tip because that will expand.
yeah, I just call it hedging the fat pocket. I primarily do 2 cooks at home. I'll either cook them on the PK with grill grates, which I think are just a competitor's edge.
Yep.
But if I'm not doing that, I'll cook on my chimney with a grill grate.
Isn't that fun cooking on
It's
the chimney?
yeah, chimney cartel. Or the third way is caveman, and I cook the steaks directly on lump charcoal.
Yep.
And you know, I think they're
right
great.
on the fire.
I think they're great.
All right, I'm gonna do get my steaks all prepped. Just gonna trim a little bit around the edges, and then I'm gonna do a nice little salt brine on them. Then we're gonna use the top secret SCA rubs. You know, hopefully pull off the sweep. I'm hoping. All right, now I'm gonna do my salt brine. Get the pan, cover the bottom, nice. Ribeye, throw that guy, and then just cover it. We'll let that go and sit for about anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes so I can get that nice flake in there. And then I'm gonna rinse it off really good. Just now rinsing off the salt. Unfortunately, I don't have a kitchen or anything to rinse this in, because if I went to the kitchen, we'd be right at where the judges are. You can see kind of how it broke down that fat and got it nice and flaky. Separates the muscle, brings out that protein. Should be a nice, delicious steak. All right, now I just gotta tie them off. That way I don't have to worry about any separation when I go to cook them. All right, now using the other top secret, you know, rub, which is pretty much the SCA rub.
No, dude, that's a AA barbecue.
Perfect. There you go. You're good. Yeah, just head down.
That's right.
My grill might be smoking a little more than I want, but we'll adjust it. We're okay.
You make it.
To me.
To you. It all comes back to her, doesn't it?
Always does, always does.
Perfect.
Of course it is. I'm the cute one.
Ahead of time.
Starting off, yeah, skin side up. We're gonna end up flipping these. I'm just touching up the rub in a couple places. Put a little wood in here for a little smoke flavor, but not too much. That's one thing I think people make a big mistake over, is wood is an element like salt, and a little is good. Too much, it's a bad thing. So want to keep it real simple.
So what are you doing, Steve?
I am sticking in a meat probe into the thick part of the breast to get a feel for where I'm at, so I can monitor my temperatures. I don't want to turn in dry chicken, so we're going to get right to 160, and then I'm going to sauce it. And when I'm done saucing, it should be 165, juices running clear, and it should probe 170 in the thighs, and I'm calling that good.
Perfect.
Yeah. Juicy birds, I think so.
Okay. So we've got all of our little pieces. We're going to pull them out. I got these that I have to debone really quick. Our cute little wrists.
D-toothpick.
And D-toothpick.
Yes, if you use any toothpicks or
Oh,
string or rope,
please remember to take them out. This little thing, yeah. That's a hot disaster right
here's our
there.
display bird.
Oh,
Looks pretty
that's so
good.
cute.
I'll move it right over here to its new home.
So what are you doing now?
Done. I am slicing the breast. I just got done deboning it, although I wasn't super anal retentive about it. Lots of meat on there. But we really just wanted to get some on the plate, because some people like white meat, some people like dark meat. We want to make sure we have a little bit of both so that they can try it. We wanted to give them options.
This is our finished plate.
Good to have options.
Good to have options.
I put a towel in here to help keep the heat in. If you're going to let something sit for a long time, if you wrap it in towels like beach towels and put it in the cooler, it'll keep its temperature up to 2 hours. But this will help keep them nice and warm, but they won't cook anymore. And then the juices will kind of relax inside there.
Which half do you think is the best looking? This one right here?
Either this half or this half.
You want to use this one? Because
Yeah, let's use that one. Yeah, I'll throw it right there. Yeah, probably the other one.
breast pieces. So what do we have to present? that?
One. Cool.
Bring this over a little bit. Can I get some paper towels?
Yep.
Yeah. Wifey.
Right now we're grilling our pork chops. I've done the first side on my grill grates on my Weber. A little duck fat to lubricate them on the grill, gives it a nice char. We're on side 2 right now. We're at about 119. We get up to about 150, then we're going to pull them off and rest them.
Perfect. So you're not going to 165.
No.
That's old school.
Well, I'm going to pull it off because we found that if we pull it off 150 and wrap it, it's going to tenderize in its own juices, and it gives it a nice cooked look inside for the people that don't like to see pink, but it's super juicy. Okay, I'm looking at these 2 pork chops, and I kind of feel like this is my winner over here. I can hold you up for the camera. We've got 1 pork chop here. I like to check both sides. Kind of a cool mark, but it doesn't go all the way to the edges, so I wouldn't use that. This one here has got really nice marks on the top. It's got the same problem on the bottom. It's because it curled up a little bit. The first side was hot. This has got a little light lines here. So it probably will run with this one because the grill marks are even.
Which one?
And you can see that the fat is rendered down, but my rub that I put on it has left a nice coating on there for us.
All right, gonna cook those at 275 until that 130 temp. I want to probably pull them back out and put a probe in it just so I know when it's at 130. Hit it with a quick glaze and pull them back out at 145, and they should be ready to go. Looking good. Yeah, making a little mess. Perfect. This one, the glaze came off a little bit, but I think this is the one right here that I'm gonna turn in. Probably gonna be the winner. Oh yeah. I think that's it.
You want to get that?
Yeah.
How did I have those damn things? What did I do? Yeah.
You're trying to figure it out there.
Yeah, I got turned around, which happens.
Perfect. Yeah, it does.
Those pork chops. And it's not the
We still got a minute to go.
So my pork chops are done. They're glazed. I got my finishing dust on. We're gonna let them rest just a little bit.
Yep.
Turn them in.
So looking pork chops right there.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the marks on this one. This one I got turned around and flipped it weird, but you know, it's all right.
Whoa,
dog.
Getting a little.
Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 30.
Oh, a little more than I wanted.
Give it a little rub.
Give it a little dusting.
So I'm happy with the cook. I'm happy with how it turned out. At this point, it's going to be up to the judges. My philosophy that I learned is you want to walk down the middle of the table of the judges, and I don't want to make one judge unhappy that likes things spicy or make one judge unhappy that likes things sweet. I got to walk down the middle of the table and not offend anybody. And that is what I've learned through error in competition barbecue is don't make the judges mad with what you cook. You're not cooking for yourself.
So where'd your wife go? You got 4 minutes until turn-in. Where the hell did she go?
To bribe the judges, duh.
Duh. Good,
Duh.
Good answer.
Did you see the whiskey in her hand? Oh, you know what? I gotta wipe this off.
No, I put that bowl right on the flame. I heat it up until
It's got a poke chop on it.
down to low so that it's hot enough that it's.
I gotta send this back to PK. I got a broken tongue.
So I like
Every other one I've seen has been broken.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, where's my...
It is what it is with that. Oh shit, you're like a ninja. Do that.
All right, we're at the 2 minute mark. I'm just gonna take a peek and see what we got here. Oh. All right, so I'm gonna pause this, reset it to 0, give it a little pop up, turn it a quarter turn, clean away from the other steak, set that bad boy back on there. I'm gonna do the same thing with this guy, pop it up, turn it a quarter turn. Give it a little press, start our clock. So we're gonna flip these guys over now. See what we got. Ooh, look at that.
A money shot.
I'm gonna get this guy. And remember to pop it up a little bit, because if you pull it straight off, you could rip your marks off. All right, steak number 2. Oh yeah. Now I'll hit him with a little duck fat right now, because that slows that side down from the heat that's on it, and it keeps the moisture in. Oh, then I want to stick my little tamper on there. Start my timer. So we're about 91, 89, 90, somewhere right in there.
Perfect.
Just over 100. So
Check the other one.
see where this guy's at. That's a fat spot.
Why was it a hot spot?
It's because it's fat. I hit the fat. Now we're cooking and we're putting our grill marks on it. Is really what we're searing it. We're getting our sear. The slow cook's going to happen afterwards on the little PK rack. But I want to get my nice appearance going. Get the grill marks in. Then I'll flip it. Put some duck fat on it while it's sitting there, and that'll help keep some of the moisture in so it doesn't steam out. Today we're ahead of schedule, so I have plenty of time for it to rest. But I think I feel good about it. Got a couple of nice looking steaks.
All right. Good luck, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, mama. So when I put my ThermalWorks dots in, I try to put the tip of that dot right where I think the cut line's going to be.
So these are your steaks.
Yeah,
Do you have one you like better than the other?
I think I like the one on the right better.
Okay, so I've got my 2 steaks. They've been resting, and I've got this guy. It's a little smaller. Some of the markings in it tell me it's some tender here, but I don't see them over here, so it's probably not as tender as it could be. So I'm going to take a look at this guy. And this one's actually looks pretty good. It's got a little more in it. And one thing you want to remember is to take any toothpicks out, and if you use a string, remove that, because that's a dead set. You're fired. So I'm going to go ahead and go with this big guy, and we're going to put it in here with the bite that I want the judges to taste right in the front, because this is where my spinalis is. This one actually had a really big spinalis. This is what they call a tri-heart. Got my spinalis, and I've got 2 pieces of meat. It's closer to the front end of the rib roast. As you get to the back end, you'll lose this one first, then you'll lose your spinalis, and it looks like a New York steak at that point.
Win, lose, or draw, though. I'm happy with what we did.
One pork chop for you.
I don't know what it's going to turn out like. I really don't. And it's giving me fits, but we'll see. We'll see how it
You
goes.
got this.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank
Make
you.
it happen.
Yeah, I'm doing my best.
With each cook winning one category, it all came down to the numbers. Third place overall, Jim Koshak. Second place overall, Arvon Lunsford. And your grand champion, Steve Conaway. Thank you to the theBBQHQ for hosting a great event. Look forward to seeing you guys soon. See you next week on the SCA TV Showdown.